that guy. Ladies and gentlemen, they're also calling me the What's Up guy. And right now, you are listening to Soccer Swag on Magic 102.9 FM.
Football at its best. Soccer Swag.
Gomez has come a long way. Firmino and Salah got that. And their club record signing has put them in front with a debut goal.
This is where the football fans have their say on their favorite football clubs.
I think it's a very interesting season. It's a very clear chance for them.
The principal actors are carried along.
They play this match like a cold man. People have penetrated into my team to destroy me.
Oh my God, who cares?
My enemies have penetrated into my players, destroy me, so they have succeeded.
I don't believe in the days of newspaper. I have to get the record straight. We must respect contract.
Aimba playing Calabar, their home is Yaba. When Calabar Tinda is in my home too. I can go there and pick the one, no win the match.
100% football stories and analysis. Soccer Swag. Join our sports tag team Mondays through Fridays at 6 p.m. Soccer Swag. Football gist at its best.
Goes from Wilshere. Oh, that's delightful. Alexis Sanchez with a beautiful free kick.
Leo Messi, el regate de Leo Messi, Leo. ¡Gol!
Well, it's that time again. Lace up, lock in, and lean back. Of course, it's Soccer Swag where the pitch meets poetry and flair. Certainly takes center stage. Goals that scorch, skills that sizzle, and stories that spins your mind. Brought to you with style, with finesse, with swagger. And you already know it doesn't get better because you are tuned to Magic 102.9 FM with yours truly, E to the NIGMA, this lovely Wednesday evening. I'm not alone in the studio. The man who has so much panache, so much swagger himself, drifts upon drip. A man who scores goals with reckless abandon. I've got the courtesy of introducing the one, the only, the Ferrari on the MIC, the Red Bull of Formula One. OJ Keke is in the building. Well, good evening to you, OJ. How are you doing this evening?
Well, Sam, I'm fine. Good evening to you. It feels good to be here again, man.
I mean, you're looking all drifts, man.
Excuse me, Sam.
You're well, quite excused, but I mean, you're looking all drifts.
Can you just back this with some credit alerts?
Yeah, I will. I mean, I'll send you 200 naira for. Anyways, guys, it's another time on radio. It's 6 minutes past 6 right here in the studios of Magic 22.9 FM. It's the last day in the month of April, so yeah, I mean, we're actually exhuming so much swagger this evening because it's Soccer Swag, and you can be part of the conversation as always. Your thoughts are always welcomed right here. Our social media platforms will be very much available for you to join the show. On Facebook, we are live. On Instagram, we are live. On YouTube, we are live as well. So please do well to be part of the conversation across these social media platforms. And in case you want to be part of it via WhatsApp, 0907-677-1029, 0907-677-1029. In case you're a first-time listener, and welcome to Magic 22.9 FM. Our phone lines are also very much in use. We'll be activating it much later on the show. show. 0916-988-1029, 0809-666-1029, 0907-677-1029. There's so much to talk about. Yes, result of games from the NWFL. We also have the Super Eagles of Nigeria. There are talks about them, and of course, Coach Ali Zubairu himself is speaking highly of his highly anticipated game against the Young Eagles of Tunisia tomorrow in Cairo. Of course, it's going to be our first game at the CAF Under-20 African Cup of Nations. Let's not forget tonight would also be seeing the second UEFA Champions League semi-final. I mean, after all that happened at the Emirates yesterday, well, we'll also be talking about it just in a bit. But of course, we'll have a big one coming up this evening. It's going to be Barcelona against Inter Milan right there in Catalonia. So all of this is for you to join in as we'll be delving into it in a matter of seconds. Well, of course, let's start with the Super Eagles of Nigeria this evening. The head coach of the senior national team of Nigeria, Eric Chell, has finalized a list of players that will represent the team at the upcoming Unity Cup in England and the friendly game against Russia, according to reports. The Eagles will use the game to prepare for the resumption of the World Cup qualifiers by first playing in the Unity Cup against Trinidad and Tobago, Ghana and Jamaica. They will then begin the campaign on the 28th against Ghana. After the game, they will travel to Russia, where they will keep a date with their hosts, who have been suspended from the world football by FIFA due to the decision of the country to invade Ukraine. But the list has a lot of familiar names, sources say. Two played in Ahmed Musa and Leon Balogun have been handed a recall to the team, but some sources say no decision has been taken authoritatively for the invitation of the door. While Ahmed Musa might have an edge to return to the squad at the time, but most players based in Europe wouldn't be available, especially in attack. Balogun's case isn't clear-cut, with the return of West Bromwich Albion defender Simi Ajayi to full fitness. The coach of the Super Eagles would likely prefer Ajayi back as a member of the team than Leon Balogun. Well, OJ, I have a concern there, and maybe I should air my concern before I get your thoughts, this evening on the show. My concern is, who really is the captain of the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Because in the absence of Ahmed Musa, who hasn't been stripped of his captaincy, there is Trust Ekong.
Yeah.
Maybe I can ask, who exactly is this still the captain of the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Ahmed Musa.
Yeah, he's still the captain.
Okay.
He's still the captain of the team, a non-playing captain.
Okay.
I think he's important to the team in terms of motivation and rallying round and trying to lift the spirit within the group when necessary. When he's called upon, of course, to play, he also takes part in playing. But we all know, really, yes, his time is more or less numbered in the national team. It's just a matter of when and not if before he bows out eventually. But as it stands right now, so long he says he's still active and playing, I think he remains the captain. Yes, Trust Ekong has been more or less like the most active of the captains in the team. By the way, we have about 2 or 3 other assistant captains within the group. So Trust Ekong is the one that we see regularly because he plays.
There's Wilfred Ndidi. There is Simon Moses Daddy.
Even Victor
Seaman now has just been.
I think he's the second or the third assistant captain, something like that. So while Musa is on the pitch, of course, he wears the captain's armband.
Okay, let's talk about the Invitational, the Unity Cup happening in London, England. The coach has said, I'm inviting new faces, but it's going to coincide with the last phase of games for a lot of the leagues, meaning we'll probably not have the full complement of the squad to take part in that game. There's also talk about him inviting quite a number of new players, to join. Where does this leave the Super Eagles? And aside that, yes, we'll have a date with Ghana, we'll have a date with Trinidad and Tobago, we'll have a date with Jamaica, but there is the friendly against Russia that'll be happening also much later. Where does this leave Eric Chell? I mean, is this an opportunity for him to blend the team, or you think, the new faces is not going to help his cause? Because when the World Cup qualifiers does resume in NS, he will be having another complement of players to call up.
But if I got your question right, you're talking about the importance of this the friendly
games and the players he's going to be inviting as against what he would have when the World Cup qualifier itself does resume much later in September thereabouts.
Well, Eric Chell has overseen about 2 or 3 games already as the coach of the Super Eagles, so he understands pretty much what his team is about, and he knows the weaknesses. I would imagine at this time that he would know the weaknesses of his team. So the friendly game offers him a chance to try out a few things.
Okay, but there are new players who might be coming in. Is that not going to be a distraction? I'm just saying.
I mean, the team is always open for improvement. There's no team that is perfect.
Okay.
I mean, even if you win the Champions League today as a team, there's still room for improvement. So I think I support that totally. If players who have been on the fringes, who have not been getting regular playing time, are asking, look, what do I need to do, to take away the man who's there, for instance. Okay. There are keepers in the world of Nigerian heritage who are hoping that someday they get a chance. If Sterling Nwabali was not given a chance, I'm not sure we would have been talking about him today because we've had issues in that department for a long time.
Yeah.
The left back for me is also a place we need to look at. The right back, we can always fortify our team. Defensively, in the central defense, with all due respect to Truth Ekong and every other guy who's played there, I think also
Nigeria. And quickly away from there, let's talk about the one that will be happening tomorrow. Attention, certainly will switch to the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. How high can they fly? Is going to be the question on the lips of millions of Nigerians who will be following through. Well, it has started already. Started on the 27th of April up until the 18th of May. The tournament is going to run to. Talking about the under-20 team, well, of course, host, they actually lodged at the Radisson Blu right there in Cairo. Big boys they are. But then Flying Eagles head coach Aliyu Zubairu has set a sight on securing all 3 points when Nigeria faces Tunisia in the opening match of the Under-20 African Cup of Nations in Egypt. The Nigerian Under-20 team will take on Junior Carthage Eagles on Thursday tomorrow, and Zubairu remains confident ahead of the clash. We're quoting him, he says that result
that we must, by all means,
win our remaining 2 games.
Beat Morocco.
And beat Kenya.
And Kenya we can beat. I'm just saying, right?
Okay.
Which means that we must
beat Morocco.
Beat Morocco if we lose tomorrow against Tunisia. So I really hope they've had a bit of an interesting time games in between. I mean, he's also had the luxury of inviting some foreign-based players.
Yeah, about 6 of them.
6 of them who he thinks can add impetus to the team. So why not? Yes, they didn't quite blow our minds in the WAFU tournament, but if Zubairu would be true to himself, I think there's still a lot of work to be done. And the moment he thinks his team has arrived, that's going to be the beginning of the failure of
this from now. Meanwhile, preparations for the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON intensify. The Black Queens of Ghana have taken a major step forward by inviting 32 players to a 9-day training camp. Now, the camp will run from the 3rd of next month to the 12th of next month, and it will provide head coach the opportunity to assess both domestic and foreign-based talent, helping to shape the final squad for the tournament. In contrast, the Super Falcons remain in a state of uncertainty, having yet to kick off their WAFCON preparation. Under interim coach Justin Madugu, the team has neither aiming for a strong performance at WAFCON as they seek to reclaim dominance in African women's football. Well, OJ, it's a bit of a shock and a sudden shock, for that. You will think that our exploit at the last WAFCON.
The truth is that our girls have not been very active lately. But in fairness to the Gusau team, there was a time when our girls were having all the friendlies. Let's not forget that too. They were having invitationals. They were going for the gold tournament. They were somewhere in Australia at the time. Yes, but in recent months, I think there's been some kind of a stall in the activities of the Falcons. I really don't know why that is.
But to think that we'll have the WAFCON in a couple of months from now,
and that is for me disturbing. Really, I totally agree with you when you say the girls should be more active. Why that is not happening, I wouldn't know. Friendly games should have been put forward, but then again, you also look at the calendar. Really, do they really have the space available for these friendlies? These are some of the questions you need to ask a scorer as well. If other teams are playing and they were not playing, then I could say maybe there's a problem somewhere.
Well, some teams are actually playing.
Are there windows for these girls?
Yes,
that we've not executed yet?
Yes.
Well, maybe getting a perfect opponent is also a problem, because sometimes you need agents to strike these deals.
Okay.
You don't just play friendlies for the sake of it. Okay, there are agents.
I'm not sure if it's full time yet, but we'll confirm after we pay some commercials. Okay, it's time for us to pay some bills. When we come back, we're looking at the UEFA Champions League. OJ's team. Maybe took. What's that?
Oh, I never cheat chom chin. You never cheat chom chin.
Can you rest? OJ's team actually in Cloud 9 yesterday. We'll talk about that, and of course, a big fixture this evening between Barcelona and the Nerazzurri. Talking about Inter Milan. We'll be back just in a bit.
Ezi mkparịma agwa oge a na-eri nri ga-echeregodi ahụ ihe ka ubi eri ọba kpọmkwem ọkachasị n'ikpụrụ ezigbo ụtọ jupụtara n'ime ofe akwụkwọ nri a nke ejiri roiko were sie a ga-atụfu mmagodo akwa ngaji na ndụdọ cheregodi aka akwọrọ nke ọma ga-enye
little brain big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need, natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Ịtụ ndụ mmanụ na-amasị m ya mere m jiri na-eri nri akpọrọ aka sie nke na-edozi ahụ n'ime ite ji porridge ntinyecha azụ ntinye yabasị ose na ogo tupu m tinyezie nut cube nke ga-ewepụta ọmarịcha ụtọ dị na nri m ka ọ bụrụ eri amịcha aka ndebe anyị chetanụ na nke onye riri ka o chaka rie nri na-edozi ahụ taa.
Sweetie, baby, come on now. You know, say this not the weather for two.
So no stop now. I beg you, stop.
But baby, I mean to imagine.
Ịtụ ndụ mmanụ na-amasị m ya mere m jiri na-eri nri akpọrọ aka sie nke na-edozi ahụ n'ime ite ji porridge ntinyecha azụ ntinye yabasị ose na ogo tupu m tinyezie nut cube nke ga-ewepụta ọmarịcha ụtọ dị na nri m ka ọ bụrụ eri amịcha aka ndebe anyị chetanụ na nke onye riri ka o buo tinye akwụkwọ nri na-ama pokopoko na nri gị niile werezie nut cube mee ya ka ọ bụrụ eri amịcha aka rie nri na-edozi ahụ taa.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Divas intra.
nke ọnwa Mee n'afọ 2025 a onye ga na ebe a n'ịkasa ozi Chineke ebe ọ ga-atọ ụtọ ga-abụ Pastor Lazarus Moka, General Overseer. Anyị na-ahụ ihe niile dịka Chineke na-ebugharị ya ebe ọ ga-abụ uru nye anyị nwa. Chineke bụ onye nzọpụta.
Ọ bụ ngalaba Press and Information Port Harcourt Road Autonomous Aba South 2 na-ewetara gị ozi a. Ekwela ka a kọrọ gị ya n'akụkọ. Chineke anyị bụ eze.
God bless you. I want to use this medium to appreciate every one of you who made it to be in my glorious survival Thanksgiving service last week, Sunday. God bless you. I am your brother, Dr. O. Emmanuel. I'm using this medium to invite you for our night of spiritual check-up. It's a special moment in God's presence, and we are going to have family liberation lectures and then practical deliverance experiences.
you're called to duty.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, you save your team. That of course we saw from him. Arsenal playing at home. I mean, they had the odds in their favor in some sense, really. I mean, having taken apart Real Madrid over 2 legs, there was that belief that they could do it over PSG. But then PSG, make no mistake, like you said, they've scored over how many goals already this season? I hear that in all of the games they played this season, but just 2 that they've not scored. So they are an attacking team, an attacking force, and we saw that play out yesterday as early as was in the 4th minute. But to think that they are true already, then that would be a big lie. And I think for me, it even makes it even more interesting for us to watch the return leg.
Okay, and of course we have the second UEFA Champions League semi-final tonight. It's going to be happening at the Estadio Olímpic Luini Campanya Stadium right there in Catalonia, Spain. Not the new camp. New camp is still undergoing renovation. So, well, it's Barcelona against Inter Milan, and this takes me to 2010 semi-final. Pep Guardiola against Jose Mourinho, if you recall. What a game it was. Esteban Cambiaso, Dejan Stankovic.
That's a repeat of the semi-finals of 2010.
2010. Crazy moment, really. There was Samuel Eto'o who had just moved from Barcelona to Inter Milan, and of course Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who moved from Inter Milan to Barcelona. I mean, Messi, crazy. I'm just nostalgic feelings this evening. But it's a different managers we have now. Hansi Flick against Simone Inzaghi, and I was telling Tony this morning that this Simone Inzaghi has got experience, because having played in the Champions League final and lost to Manchester City, he would feel the onus is on his club to maybe even go one better, winning the UEFA Champions League. But then we've seen a different Barcelona team, hungry, young, energetic. I don't know if there's any stopping them. There's so much to play for. The first leg happens in Spain tonight, and well, they enter this Champions League semi-final first leg, having beaten rival
points recently. That's actually seen Napoli, climb to the top of the series.
Actually, win less in 3 games.
Win less in 3 games. That's the point. So you might be a bit right to say Barcelona looks like the team to progress, but make no mistakes. Inter Milan are one of the most rugged teams in the world this season. I recall sitting here and giving them that game over Bayern Munich over 2 legs.
Yeah, you did.
And I think tonight I might not be as confident to say as I said against Bayern Munich, because Barcelona are a different kettle of fish entirely. Write them off at your own peril. They've got youth on their side. They've got great understanding of the game on their side. I mean, they've got a manager who's been a winner all his life, Hansi Flick. I mean, since he came on board, what it means is that the game could well end in a draw tonight, or a slim win
for Barcelona.
Well,
anyways, it's time for you to join the conversation. You now own the microphone. Talk to us, ladies and gentlemen. 0907677129, 0916988102, 0809666129. From yesterday's game, of course, up until that of today, let's talk about it. And of course, you can also be part of it. Drop your take via our Facebook platform, Magic FM Aba on Facebook. Magic FM Aba on Facebook. Quickly go there, as we'll be taking a comment already there. We'll take them. Do not fret. You can also be part of it via WhatsApp, 0907671029.
They have chances, but immediately they scored that goal, they couldn't do much. I know we come good in Paris. Whoever saw passes should flog him for me for collecting that yellow card at Madrid. That was the difference yesterday. If Sparta was attacking, that third goal will not come. The goal will not see that ball. But in the Stade de France, we will win them 3-1.
Okay. All right.
I promise you, I will make it full jar. OJ,
yes, sir.
The PH man will not give you anything. You don't see this man.
Okay, well, thank you, Mikel Arteta. Thank you for your take this evening. Hi, good evening to you.
Good evening, OJ.
Yes, sir.
Chibeze Chonya, can you speak up?
Next new player. For example, apart from Wabari, Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, this is MC Babojo, all the way from Port Harcourt Road.
Port Harcourt Road. Good to have you on the show, sir.
Yeah, without wasting my precious time, I will say that the program people are doing is very, very good and good and good and good and good. May God bless you.
Amen.
Now, concerning today's match, I have to let everybody know that if Inter survive 3-0, that means they know how to defend well. This is MC Babojo speaking, talking.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, MC Babojo, for that. He's a Barcelona fan, so he's really very, very pumped about his team. You can understand as a Barcelona fan. Anyways, let's take this one. Hi, good evening to you.
Good evening, man. Ferrari.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's Williams. I'm calling from Edinburgh.
Go ahead, please, Williams.
It's really slightly. It's Real Madrid. Arsenal fans, we are just starting that Madrid have never won Arsenal before, and today let them know that Arsenal have never come back in Champions League. Whenever they lose, either at Highbury or Emirates Stadium, whenever they lose, they are out of the Champions League.
Okay.
So I think Arsenal are out. So let them just believe today that they are out, because I'm giving kudos to this Luis Enrique for organizing that team, PSG. I think if this guy can go to the final, he will step up from the.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay, the big Sammy.
I greet you.
And of course, OJ Ferrari. I greet all of you this evening.
Greetings.
Super Kite.
My name is Super Kite.
Yeah,
and
Super
I'm calling
Kite.
from Oman.
Super Kite, go ahead.
You see, there is no substitute for quality. You know, the battle yesterday was between, let me say, an average team but well tutored by a coach and a team full of quality. You understand? So, you know, right from time, the problem with PSG has never been not having the quality, but the winning mentality. You know, I told somebody, I've always said it, that if PSG can develop the winning mentality, which I saw yesterday, they showed me I caught the glimpse of a team that has the kind of winning mentality.
Okay. Anyways, Comrade Ima Ugonna Friday says, greetings from Azumin Ndoki. It's indeed the end of the road for Arsenal. PSG and Barcelona, okay, you mean, we'll meet in the finals. Says the Arsenal fans are used to this, need less of sympathizing with them. Chai. Says keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Ubagi Manuel December says Barcelona Inter Milan. He says it's another tough game, but Inter will get the upper hand. Arsenal might have thought that the game against PSG would be a walk in the park or a walkover for them. Next week, second leg is going to be disastrous for Arsenal, he says. Okay, let's see. Prince Law Shakina says PSG physical robustness will always give them an edge over Arsenal because they will always frustrate Arsenal counter-attack. Flat-footed Barcelona will have their way against the resurgent Inter Milan. Barca attack is sophisticated and unpredictable. OJ, Red Bull, when will Aimba have their next match? Okay, should be on Sunday now. Destiny Ozo Chelsea says good evening guys. It says
does that tell you anything?
Yes, Arsenal winning the Champions League.
If Arsenal progresses at the expense of PSG, okay, maybe history.
I've always said I want Arsenal to win this season.
Maybe history would repeat itself, but if PSG knock Arsenal, which I think they would in the second leg, what can I be that now? Again.
Let's just go. Reverend Hakaram, thank you so much for your message. And I say thumbs up to PSG goalkeeper for his resilience last night. Anyways, we just have to go.
Let's also thank Raya because Raya also kept Arsenal in the game to an extent. They make it not be like say, but that's not only PSG just the poor at
no. PSG be the lose chances now. Raya be not to come to the party now. Donnarumma just did it. Save Martinelli, save Trossard, save.
They should learn how to bury chances. That's what a good team does.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. Anyways, that's the much we can serve you this evening. We just need to run right about now. Well, OJ, your neck on the chopping board. Barcelona, Inter. 1-1. Okay. Have yourself a super duper evening. Samuel Okoro is my name. Peace and love to you and yours.
Godi ahụ ihe ka ubi eri ọba kpọmkwem ọkachasị n'ikpụrụ ezigbo ụtọ jupụtara n'ime ofe akwụkwọ nri a nke ejiri Royco were sie a ga-atụfu mmagodo akwa ngaji na ndụdọ cheregodi aka akwọrọ nke ọma ga-enyere m aka inweta ụtọ nọ na nri a ga na-arachi aka ụtọ miri emi na isisi ọma gwọpụrụ uche nke nri ejiri Royco were sie nke a bụ ịtụ ndụ mmanụ nke a gwọpụrụ iche aka ọrụ Royco maka nri nwere isisi ọma na ụtọ zuru oke.
Royco bịa nso ka m jukene gị ihe kedu ihe na-egbochi gị mgbe ị na-eteta n'ụtụtụ ọbụla ọ bụ na ị maghị etu ụbọchị gị ga-esi wee je na ụbọchị na-aga gịnị na-eme ka obi gị na-agba ọsọ ọ bụ egwu na ị naghị eme nke ọma mgbe o ruru mgbede ọ bụ oge ntakịrị ọzọ na-agụsị gị agụ ike ihe ọbụla ọ bụ chetakwa na ọnwụnwa na nsogbu anaghị akọwa gị kama otu isi wee bilie imeri ha iji kọọ na ihe ị kwenyere na ya otu ahụ ka ihe esi wee nwere onwe gị n'aka ihe na-egbochi gị nweta data na-enweghị oke ya na nkwado batrị ruru awa 6 iji mee ka ị nwee ijikọ na-enweghị nkwụsị na Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect gaa n'ụlọ ahịa Airtel dịrị gị nso maka ozi ndị ọzọ. Airtel, ihe kpatara iche echiche.
When body they holla and head they hammer, oh God they power. What come the go slow? Take Rexall paracetamol. He go hella time on your headaches and pains. Yeah, Rexall paracetamol. Feverish conditions don't go away. You go there and Rexall paracetamol. Go punch out your headaches and pains. He go help you get better. Rexall paracetamol.
Rexall paracetamol. Now Daily Needs Industries they make them.
If you're not better after 3 days, I better go see your doctor.
I can't get enough. It's just the right amount of sweetness. I mean, just the right crunch. Mini-Me Chin Chin is different. Table manners? Forget that. Mini-Me Chin Chin tastes really good. You just have to indulge. It's worth every crunch. Can I have one more? And maybe another one. And another one? And another one. And another one. Mini-Me. But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks were clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo.
Hello, Mandewo. Achọrọ m inye driver ahụ ego gị ka o wetere gị ya na village.
Enyela onwe gị nsogbu nwa m. Ziga ya na akaụntụ Smart Cash m.
Mama, ya bụ na ị maara banyere Smart Cash.
Enu, ha na-enye ọtụtụ onyinye. Send ya na nọmba Airtel m.
Ọ dị mma, mam dị sharp.
Ngwa Piazza 939# ma ọ bụ download ngwa Smart Cash ka imepe akaụntụ nke gị ka ị nwee ike yorie nnukwu onyinye 20,000 naira na Smart Cash. Ị ga-esite na onyinye 20,000 naira gị kwụọ ụgwọ oge ọbụla izuru oge okwu ma ọ bụ kwụọ ụgwọ ọbụla na Smart Cash. Ị ga-enwekwa ike ime transfer gaa na bank ọbụla na Nigeria. Usoro na ọnọdụ dịkwa ya.
Hello, ọ batala.
Smart Cash, Airtel kwadoro ya.
They no get wahala jare. That's now why Happy Malaria Free Community they talk say Malanta. It's solid and it dey work wella. Malanta. You know they tear pocket. Malanta. Now for man and woman. Malanta gear. Now for papa and the mama. Malanta gear. Even for children.
Malanta dispersible.
If malaria showing ugly face again, throw Malanta give am. Now why Happy Malaria Free Community they shout Malanta. Get Malanta DS today to summer that malaria. Malanta DS go save the day. It dey available for any pharmacy where they near you. If symptoms still dey after 3 days, make you go see doctor. It dey marketed nationwide by Onkoyo Pharmaceutical Limited.
My name na Poco Doctor. Emeka and Nkechi no allow malaria hold you back. Go buy Malanta today.
Fiam otu ahụ ka ego niile dị n'akaụntụ m si wee jee. Fiam.
Ọ bụrụ na ị bụ onye Airtel, a gara ịgwa gị tupu ị pịa ya. Ndị Airtel na-enyere aka ịmata ndị na-ezi ozi efu. Bịa mee ka ndị ahịa ha mata maka ya site n'enyemaka nke AI kwadoro iji hụ na ozi efu ndị ahụ agaghị enwe ohere Ibugiwayo, anaghị akwụ ụgwọ onwe gị.
Local government area, Abia State. Phone 080-370-65813. Distributors and marketers are wanted nationwide. Mainland Oil and Gas Limited. Hallmark of quality.
Sweet mother, I never forget you for the suffer when you suffer for me.
With the family of late Dr. Ezama Wakama of Umugu Kindred, Mboko, Umoria Village, Obingwa Local Government Area, Abia State, wish to express our heartfelt gratitude to God for His love.
Part of announcement for every 3 sports that you pay for. From now until May 31, 2025, get a piece of this magic goodie. Reach your customers. You are better off with the Magic 25 promo. For your bookings, visit our downtown office at number 158 Azikiwe Road, Aba, or Magic FM Broadcasting House, Kilometer 3, Opobo Road, Obo Hill, Aba. Call 0809-777-1029, 0708-235-1029, or 0812.
Bro Mike Oka, admin, Ugunabo Autonomous Lost Choosing, thanking God on behalf of our state pastor for bringing our general overseer, Pastor Lazarus Moka, to Abia State for a 2-day crusade titled Wonderful Moves of God as of Old at the Aba Mega Mall. You are highly welcome, Daddy G.O.
God bless you. I want to use this medium to appreciate every one of you who made it to be in my glorious survival Thanksgiving service last week, Sunday. God bless you. I am your brother, Dr. O. Emmanuel. I'm using this medium to invite you. Jesus.
I want to pray for you that is always having terrible case of bitterness and you find it difficult to forgive others. Please forgive and repent of bitterness. The Lord will forgive you.
Local Lost Chosen Charismatics Revival Movement Abia State na-ewetara unu ihe omume nke abalị abụọ bụkwanụ nke ha kpọpụtara aha ya Wonderful Moves of God as of Old, ya bụ nzamokwu nke Chineke dịka oge mgbe ochie. Agba nke steeti Abia afọ 2025 nke a ga-adị na Aba Mega Mall n'akụkụ Osisioma Park nke dị na Aba n'ogologo ụzọ Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway nke dị na Alaba elekere 8 nke ụtụtụ. Ụbọchị ihe omume a ga-amalite ga-abụ na Saturday abalị 3 nke ọnwa Mee wee rute Sunday abalị 4 nke ọnwa Mee n'afọ 20.
When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Now everybody wants some blast of magic, magic, magic. Oh, I got the magic to make.
Set, no substitute.
Crystal on this. We are 102 the lion.
Hello, my name is Crystal and you're listening to Magic 102.9 Aba Ogwan.
We never slack, always on the edge. Anything.
Approval to improve compensation. Care workers, and beyond that, we also give approval to fill the gaps in healthcare delivery in the state. After a thorough assessment, we found that to deliver the quality of healthcare that we intend to deliver to our people, that we need to recruit 771 additional hands. So as we speak, we've given approval. We've also made financial provisions to ensure that as we hire these people, we'll also be able to pay them. And that journey has started already. Standard have increased or have improved in different schools. And we are paying special attention to science, engineering, and mathematics, so that we can teach children who will come out and will not be able to face the competitive world of 3D printing, of robotics, of we have signed off on a build, operate, and transfer model. We have also agreed with a partner who has the experience and who is bringing the funding. And we have seen the color of the money, and it is a staggering $1.3 billion, which will be invested in a medical city in Abia. And that if before now, people with some form of complicated ailment were facing India and the rest of the world, where statistics show that on an annual basis we spend over $2 billion medical tourism. $1 billion will also happen with the commissioning of the Port Harcourt Road APA project. Now on security, we will continue to pay attention because it's so critical. And
before traveling to the UK,
now on security, we will continue. People are used to wasting money, but this government is a very prudent government. If you check the numbers, you find that according to Debt Management Office, this government inherited a debt profile of 138 billion naira. That's according to the DMO in 2023, but according to our own numbers, it's a lot more than that. I'm sure the DMO didn't take into account backlog of salaries and pensions, and of course other debts, including contractors debt. Again, going by DMO figures, as on December 2024, that number has been reduced to 66 billion. So that means by their own numbers, we have paid down 72 billion of inherited debt and added no dime in borrowing. And this is as a result of prudence, result of goodwill and the ability to get the best deal in every transaction of the government. Not too long ago, the former production of vegetables and of course maize and the rest of them. So let me leave it at this point and turn it back to you so that if you do have questions, I'm sure our uncles will handle, keeping strictly to the rules. So let me thank you once again for listening. Our uncles, you have the microphone. Thank you.
Opening remark. Thank you for taking time to outline your giant strides in different sectors. Gentlemen of the press, and to you listening or watching from anywhere, this is the monthly media chat with the Executive Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Oti. We shall be taking questions from various platforms, including radio, online, as well as the print media. But before we do that, let's let you know that this interaction is live on BCA 88.1 FM, Flow 94.9 FM, Family Love 99.9 FM, Magic 102.9 FM, Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM.
The interaction is also going live on Real FM 99.1 FM, Sun FM 91.3 Ore, Sun FM 91.9 Aba, Zik 96.3 FM, Spain 95.3 FM, Rapid 96.5 FM, Pace Theta 103.5 FM, and Bounce 89.7 FM, and we also stream live on major online platforms.
You can also drop your questions via SMS on this number 0907 462 1069, 0907 462 1069. My name is Joy Notary of Rapid FM, and I'm anchoring with my
name is Victor Bassi. I work with Vision Africa Radio 104.1 FM. Distinguished colleagues, I plead as members of the fourth estate of the ring that as we begin asking questions, that we keep our questions very short and precise. Thank you very much.
And again, we shall be taking 3 questions each from each platform. One person is entitled to a question. And please,
in terms of harassing motorists and keke people and all that, then Your Excellency, just to put it together, the issue of pensioners you made mention of, that you will look into it. We are still expecting you to really look at the issue of the pensioners and some of the sacked directors and the directors and the PAMSECs, and the issue of the teachers too. Because we believe, Your Excellency, that these things certainly look into will somebody like me, I have a lot of them around. It will make them happy, Your Excellency. That's my very questions. Thank you, Your Excellency.
I need you to clarify. When you say issue of pensioners, issue of teachers,
sorry, the issue
what are the issues?
So you promised that you look into the issue of the pensioners, and you've not the issue of the money. The something that happened the other time. You said you were going to look at it again, and you're going to review it during the birthday of Senator Chris Adije. I was there, sir, and all that. So that's what I just said, sir.
So what's the question? You don't want me to look at it again?
No, we've not heard from you. That's what I'm saying. Since after you said it, we've not heard from you since after then.
Okay, but have you heard that I'm not looking at it?
Thank you, Your Excellency, sir.
Good evening, Your Excellency. I am Imeremba, Real FM, Abba. First, I want to commend you, sir, that Abia is relatively peaceful for the past 23 months. But, sir, on 4th of this month, some Chinese expatriates were kidnapped, while some of them were killed. But the swift response of the security agencies led to their immediate rescue. The question now is, beyond rescuing them, is there any update on the kidnappers or the killers? Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, sir.
All right, thank you very much. I'll start with the question from Kingsley Awoka. First of all, I would like to thank you for the kind comments. Your question about job creation and how investments affect job creation. I believe that's what you are asking about. You see, a lot of times people don't understand that the way the economy works, there's something called circular flow of the economy. If you do something, you expect an outcome. And a lot of people who don't understand that it is actually your action that leads to results. When you come out and say, I want to create jobs, it doesn't mean anything. What will mean something is what you have done that will help create jobs. Except if you just want to hire people who may or may not be doing anything. And that happens mostly in the public sector. So you have a bloated civil service, for instance. And when you go in there, you probably don't see anybody who is doing anything in particular. So the real job creators is the private sector. But the private sector is also not emotional, it is rational. So if you don't create the enabling environment for the private sector to do its thing and create jobs and hire people, it will not happen. So when you see us building roads to do its thing, cleaning up them and create jobs and hire people, it will not happen. So when you see us building roads, when you see us cleaning up the environment, when you see us pay attention to public power supply, public water supply, ensuring that the place is lit up, that security is top-notch, that there are schools for the children of both the employers and employees go to, that they are sick, that they have good hospitals that will give them good attention. Then no matter how much you sermonize about job creation, you've not started. So some of the things we are doing. Today I spent time in Aba to hear Ethnocentric, a company that is committed to small medium scale enterprises and teaching, upskilling young people between the ages of 18 and 35. Graduated 2,000 young people, supported by all of them, except about 100 of them who said they don't want to work, that they are entrepreneurs and they want to set up their own businesses. They want to work. That they are entrepreneurs and they want to set up their own businesses. So you don't start from answer to question. If you start from answer to question, you get confused. So there are a lot of things we are doing that are attracting. This evening I received the Association of Freight Forwarders in Aba. Their leadership came to thank me for Port Road and some of the other things that have reduced their costs of doing business. In fact, the chairman said that prior to the time this administration started, that he had made a decision to relocate out of Abia and relocate his business. But then in May, towards the end of May, June 2023, he saw a glimmer of light and decided to wait a little bit. And today, he went emotional. So, in terms of job creation, all the things we are doing are geared towards job creation. And by the time the numbers start coming out, you will see that, one, that the unemployment would have gone down significantly. Secondly, that the poverty rate would have also gone down much below the national average. So that's how it works. But I still think it's early days. When the numbers, so I realize there's only one question per person, right? So which of them do you want us to answer? You asked about task force harassing motorists, and then pensioners, teachers, and so which one do you prefer that I answer, the first or the second one? All right, so the issue of task force harassing motorists, we get to hear this far and in between sometimes, but we deal with them. So if there are specific references, we will deal with them. As a code of conduct, this government, you are positive comments. The issue of the kidnap and death of some Chinese came to us as a surprise because we didn't have any information about it. On further inquiry, we found that they came from Ebonyi State. But some of the kidnappers have been arrested, and prosecution will soon happen. The investigation is still on, so I may be at liberty to discuss the details, but suffice it to say that
back to Ohafia.
His Excellency, last year I mentioned about darkness in Ohafia for past 6 years. Being a good listener, I think you will do more for Ohafia to have light. Well, my question today, His Excellency, is that are you aware that pensioners in Abia State University, ABSU, are currently owed 25 months of pensions arrears? His Excellency, according to my findings, the past administration left behind 12 months of unpaid pension. But Your Excellency, the administration began payment from June 2023, which was commendable to say, but reportedly stopped after March 2024 payment, leaving an current government. His Excellency, or Your Excellency, sorry.
Please, sir, can you go straight to the question?
I'm coming, please. Thank you. The affected.
Thank you very much. Kingsley, let me start with you. The AIIP that was tagged off, I'm sure you know that there are a whole lot of things that go into it, and as a responsible government, we do not start work until we have completed compensation payment. So compensation had just been completed, I believe last month or 2 months ago, and the access road had been awarded, and I'm sure if you went there, you will see that work is going on the access road. So it won't be right to say that nothing is happening, because if you cannot access the place, lands and housing, and you get exact size. Then Ifeanyi Okali, thank you for commendation on pension payment for the state and local government. The issue of Ohafia Light is being worked on, power in Ohafia. It's not something that can be resolved as quickly as we would have loved to do it. We found that there was massive vandalization from the E2 angle from where power came, and we are still working on it. We believe that in no distant time that power will be restored. Now, the issue of pensioners in ABSU is news to me. I'm really surprised to hear that. Line for the delivery of, at the minimum, the first phase of the project, which is the 100-room block. Okay, and I gave everybody involved 24 months starting from January. But I know that after the Kigali Convention Center, also run by Radisson Blu, and I was happy with what I saw, and I'm sure the movement to other designs, and eventually that will be approved and work will also start there. And of course, at the back of it, there's also the leisure park. So it's a whole ecosystem of tourism, entertainment, and leisure. I guess that's about it.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And before we take the next set of questions, let's remind you that this interaction is live on BCA 88.1 FM, Flow 94.9 FM, Family Love 99.9 FM, Magic 102.9 FM, Vision Africa 104.1 FM.
Also on Sound FM 91.3, Iberi, Sound FM 91. 91.9 Aba, Zik 96.3 FM, Spain 95.3 FM, Rapid 96.5 FM, Perisela.
Getting Real FM 99.1 FM. Also, we're streaming live on major online platforms.
Thank you for that. And it is time for us to get questions from the pen pushers, members of the print medium. Thank you very much.
Steve Oko of Vanguard newspaper.
Thank you very much. We can have a way of passing that across. It will help you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, just before we take the next question, please remember you can as well send your SMS to this number 0907 462 1067 0907 462 1067.
The next question, please. Please pass the microphone to the man straight forward.
Your Excellency, my name is Chief Journalist Elder Sam Obinna, where I serve as an image maker. All our deliberations were said in Igbo language. Today, it might also please me to tell Your Excellency, as the chairman of the correspondent chapel, we make sure that all our deliberations today was in Igbo language, in line with the policy of Your Excellency. Your Excellency, my question now is, when will the Executive Council of Abia State adopt at least 50% of their deliberations in Igbo language in order to give vent to what you are doing to champion the Igbo culture and tradition in Abia State? Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I'm done, sir.
Thank you very much. Okay, the lady.
Your Excellency, my name is Henrietta Shikodi, and I want to join others to also commend you and to tell you that your 2027 Abians have already started campaigning for you. Because if you're if you be listening to the radio and watching watching other television, you discover that Abians themselves are so appreciative of what you've done. For some time now, there have been protests coming up from that college because of the increment of their school fees, 1 million plus. Why are here? Yes, they now pay 1.1 million, and the indigene are complaining that their children don't have access anymore to the school and others. Now, so, Your Excellency, you have gone far to ensure free and fair education in Abia State. So what will you do to ensure that government college...
Letting us know that campaign for 2027 has started. We've just hit 23 months yesterday. So if you ask me, I'll say it's too early to start campaign. But again, I've also seen that some people, out of mischief or seeking for recognition, keep making reference to 2027. I'd always said it that because disruptive, that people always have a choice. If you think the kitchen is too hot, you get the hell out. That is what the Iboman said. But then I had also engaged with them at some point. The educational trust is managed by the old students, old boys. I believe they will do whatever is required to save the legacy. of the school. Chief Journalist Elder Sam. Thank you for presentation of Kola Nut. And everything about the Kola Nut is done in Igbo and in our tradition. So you may not get to the point where everything that you are doing will be handled in the language. But at least we need to be conscious that this is our language and we shouldn't allow it to die. And language is part of the culture of a people. And if you let your culture die, then you are as well dead. And that is why we ensure that it becomes compulsory that our schools offer Igbo language. And you will find that some of these things, by moral suasion, encouragement, they would just take center stage instead of legislating them and forcing them. Steve, thank you for your very kind words, particularly on the Nonya Eluama Road. Your question is about the anti-open grazing law. Let's review it. If it is in order, once a law has been passed, it has to be implemented. So let's look at it. Let's be sure that it was passed, and then we can now take it off from there. But thank you, Steve, for bringing this to my attention. I'm just hearing about it for the first time. I am also an apostle of anti-open grazing. I believe that we've gone beyond carrying cows and destroying people's farms. Even the species of cows that are modern don't need to rigmarole all over the place. So we'll look at it, and thank you for calling our attention to it. Thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We'll move over to television, but before then, the SMS have been pouring in. Keep the messages coming in. Right after now, we'll reel out some of them and allow His Excellency to respond to them. Television, please. Hands up.
Let's begin with the man on the floor. How are you going to handle this issue? The federal government is far away in Abuja, may not be controlling the mining sites. And again, we cannot take away the fact that there is the issue of illegal miners operating. How are you handling this? Thank you very much.
Next person. Okay. Okay, Nena TVC. All right.
Good evening, Your Excellency. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sapphire Chinazon Gabriel. I report for TVC News. Okay, Your Excellency, it's been endless complaints and grumblings from KK operators. They said they were told to pay.
Got the vibe? We got the flavor. That zesty kick of lemon, the tropical burst of pineapple. That's right, we got the ginger jar. Legend with a twist. Introducing Legend Twist, a stout with a twist of flavors. Smooth, bold, with a refreshing taste in every sip. So from one legend to another, now with a twist. Enjoy.
Introducing Legend Twist flavored stout. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly. Legend with a twist.
So, where is it happening today?
Nikki's place, of course.
Your
Healthy Solution Hour with Reverend Ambassador Wisdom Madukwe. As a minister's solution to your life with power and fire. Listen and be blessed.
Genesis 37, verse 35. And all his sons and daughters stood by him to console him. Can I say, nobody will console me? But he refused to be consoled. No, he said, I will go to the grave mourning my son. So Joseph's father wept for him. Isaiah 53. Verse number 1. The Lord revealed. David the other day, David said, I will look up to the hill. He didn't say, I will look up to Asorok. He didn't say, I will look up to the White House. I will lift my eyes to the hill. Where cometh my help? Friends, whether economy or no economy, you will survive. Whether economy or no economy, you will what? Tell them, I must survive. There are so many stories that one can believe. Isaiah say, who has believed our report? When you go to hospital, doctor will give you his own report. If you don't know your faith and trust in God, before you leave the hospital, you will die. Some people that died in the hospital, they didn't die because of the sickness, they died because of the reports given to them. I know a man who went to hospital to donate her blood. Hepatitis B, everything. One of the nurses who was attending to his case left the matter, started attending to somebody's case. Another nurse came, carried another person's result and swabbed it. They brought the report given to that man that that man has HIV. The man, on hearing that, the man collapsed. The son already made the death operator. They called a man of God. The man of God called them, said, Papa, I don't believe in that report. Let's go to another clinic. Let's go to somewhere else and do that screening. Ladies and gentlemen, not every report given to you will swallow. Some reports you will receive, look at them clearly and say, Lord, what do you say? No matter what man said, if God has not said anything, nothing has been said. Every man is a noise maker when God has not said anything. Ladies and gentlemen, let all men be liars. Let God be a true God. I prophesy to you, any negative report over your life, over your family, over your marriage is cancelled. They say nobody prospers in your family. You shall prosper. Nobody messes with your family. You shall make it. Nobody rises your family. You shall rise. They say your family shall die prematurely. I prophesy to whoever that needed to go down for you to sing, that person goes down now. Whoever that needed to go down for you to rise, that person must go down. Whose report do you believe? Ladies and gentlemen, your fall is never a news. They have said to you, you are a failure. Yes, I am not a failure. I failed yesterday does not mean that I'm a failure. Am I talking to somebody here? I failed yesterday does not make me a failure. I have no money in my pocket now. It's a news. It's your inability to rise from your fall. When you refuse to rise from your fall, it has become a news. For every great man of today is an ex-failure. If you want to say, I hear you. Don't say, Father. His sons and daughters came to him to console him. They brought a fake news, a fake information, a fake report. Papa, who is one of these clothes? Not knowing that it was a frame up. Out of jealousy, envy, and bitterness, they set Joseph up to kill him, but God intervened. The Bible says when they saw him afar off, they said to themselves, see the dreamer cometh, see a man of destiny cometh. See, they said, no, let's bring him out. They sold him to slavery. I took it. I took that coat of miracles. They killed one of the animals, carried the blood, spilled on it, and took it back to the father. I said, Papa, whose clothes is this? Check out my hair from Maggie. Bible said, I looked at it. I said, it's my son's clothes. Bible said, the man cried.
No matter who is cooking lies to deal with you, relax. Truth is like pregnancy. If you cheer first month, you cheer third month, go to bed, safety bet in a kende. From third month, you are boss asawa. Bitterness, lies can give you a temporary breakthrough, but truth will give you an everlasting breakthrough. Am I talking to somebody here? When you believe the report of the Lord, the arm of the Lord will be made manifest. When the arm of the Lord is revealed, testimonies and miracles will be like water. Open doors will be like water. Am I talking to somebody here? No man will be able to predict you. No man will understand your source. Whenever a man understands your source, you are not doing well. When a man can predict you, you are not doing well. For Bible says in the book of John that a believer, spirit filled, is like a wind that blows. No man sees, but you can hear. That is to say, every believer is a mysterious wonder. Somebody here, what I am. Who will stand against the right hand of God? Nobody can stand against his right hand. The Bible said the other day, mountain melt at his presence. Jordan saw him and fled. Who is your enemy to stand against him? What is that secret to stand against him? He said the other day, I bore your grief, I took away your infirmity. The chastisement of a peace upon him, and by my stripes you are healed. What is that report? May the report of the healing of Jesus eliminate sickness in your life. They said in your life nobody prospers in your family. Who said that? Mouth must talk. Nobody prospers in your village. Yes, mouth must talk. Who has believed our report? I know this family. Nobody mess with there. Now lie. The Bible says, through prosperity, if you don't fight to bring them down, they will fight to block you. In every new level of life, there are new devils. Whenever God makes you a promise of elevation, be prayerful, or the enemy will not allow you to climb. Because your enemy and my enemies, they are the worst enemy that will allow you to climb another level of life. They won't allow you to rejoice. They won't allow you to celebrate. They won't allow you to be in happiness. Think about this. Why is it that whenever an open door is knocking at your door, that is when you and your wife will be fighting? But above every other name, and at the mention of that name, every knee bows. It is a law, including HIV, including poverty, including addiction. But kill, you shall die now. Every attack on your destiny, I kill that attacker. Every attack in your family, let them die. In the name of Jesus. The carrier of evil report to your family, let them be broken into pieces. Don't kill yourself yet, for your life is like a script. Until it's been fulfilled, you won't die. Am I talking to somebody here? It's like a bond. See, you know onions, centers on the arm of the flesh. Man's report cannot carry you for life. Satan has his own report, but the report of God is redemptive in nature. The report of God is internal. When you are crying God for your situation, one report God will give you direct changes that situation. We go to God only to hear him talk. Whenever God is using a man of God to talk to you, your spirit will bear you witness. For the Bible said, as those that are led by the Spirit of God are called the sons of God. When you enter an environment and the Spirit of God is there, you don't need to be told. Am I talking to somebody here? You will know. Internet candidate, better walk away now. Any money gotten from internet, leave that business and look for something doing, because prosperity of the wicked has no future. You better marry a trader than marrying somebody whose favor, prosperity has no future. Whose report do you believe? Because of negativities and falsehood, manipulations all over, nobody believes genuity any longer. I pray for you in the name of the risen Christ. Say, my Father, every enemy of my breakthrough, as I clap my hands, your hands are making in the name of Jesus. Amen. Fine. Having been blessed by this message, I am inviting you. My name is Ambassador Wisdom Adukwe. You are radio pastor. Worship with us tomorrow, being Thursday, for a super service. Haven't heard my voice on radio and you are blessed. What will happen when you see my face? The grace is sufficient in the house. See you tomorrow.
59096. You can join us on our service days. Sunday service 8 a.m. Tuesday counseling 8 a.m. Word feast 4 p.m. Thursday solution hour 8 a.m. First Friday fire night and miracle encounter 9 p.m. till dawn. God never fails.
There are those who live uncaged, who rise when the night falls. Fire burning brighter, energy igniting. In the dark, we find our freedom, a world of our own, our playground, our canvas, where we can let ourselves go. Uncage the night with a bold, refreshing taste of Tiger Beer. Tiger Beer is not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Got the vibe? We got the flavor. That zesty kick of lemon, the tropical burst of pineapple. That's right, we got the ginger sauce.
Legend with a twist.
Introducing Legend Twist, a stout with a twist of flavors. Smooth, bold, with a refreshing taste in every sip. So from one legend to another, now with a twist. Enjoy.
Introducing Legend Twist flavored stout. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Legend with a twist.
Enjoy Jack Williams Blue Ocean, Jack Williams Red Ocean, and Jack Williams Golden Ocean. All these are completely crafted by the most excellent hands in the industry, and they are suited for all occasions, be it wedding or naming ceremonies, birthdays or anniversaries. Whatever the occasion, Jack Williams has got you covered. Upgrade your taste bud. Go for Jack Williams and shine your eyes, as there are copycats. Remember, if it is not Jack Williams, it can never be like a Jack Williams. Jack Williams is available in malls, stores, and markets around you. Call us today on 0811-359-1568.
Castle Light. Light not. Drink responsibly. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18.
Magic 102.9.
What makes the refreshing taste of Star Lager unforgettable? Is it the timeless quality? Is it the good people?
Hey, my guy,
or the great story shared? Abi Nadigbedu. Or the only beer that's been part of it all. Refreshing good times since 1949. Shine Bobo. Star. Refresh the good times. New look. Timeless quality. Not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Magic 102.9.
Shake it.
I will. I'm on my will. That's it, I will. Tune into the King of Songs of Blues.
I
I know they want to see me fall. But I they stop it, I know they follow. Won't pay me or more pap.
I'm going back outside. Me and my gang outside. Tell her that me and mama Jenja, yeah. We go both to the day that we die, man. I swear that it's on my life. Many girls for my life. As long as I get to my peace of mind. Winning. You gon' see if you look good for the night me. See your body steady banging. Make nobody come, they whine me. Normally. You gon' see if you look good for the night me. See your body steady banging. They sweet me.
Said to my firstborn, she's celebrating her birthday. You are the one who made me a mother. You taught me the meaning of unconditional love and who forever changed my world. You will always hold a special place in my heart as my first miracle, my first joy and love. From your mother, Ebere Chuku Cletus, to you, Miss Christabel Brown.
Wow.
Yes. So what do you say to your mom?
I love her very much.
Yeah, okay. Hope you had a wonderful day. Hope you celebrated your birthday.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so what do you wish yourself?
I wish myself long life, prosperity, many more in my family.
Amen. Many more money. More money in your Azza. All right. Happy birthday to you, darling. And have a wonderful...
have a nice day.
You too. Good night. All right. Bye-bye.
DJ Spinner.
All right, guys, good evening. How are you doing? Hope you had a wonderful day today. I had one of the most stressful days. I'm telling you, you don't want to hear about it. From my voice, you know I had a very, very, very stressful day. But hey, I'm here, right? So let's do the magic together. DJ Spinal featuring Two-Face and Wonder Cold Money. So what was that special thing that happened to you today? Do you want to share with me? Please feel free to call the studio for lines. I want to know all about your day. That special thing that happened to them, like, Ruth, if you know what happened to me, Jesus, if you know what happened, Ruth, if you know what happened today, I beg, please feel free. I'll be very, very happy to hear, listen, and of course, let's laugh together, let's cry together, let's, feel for you together. All right, so okay, that's on a lighter mode. So yeah, lots of things have been happening in the entertainment industry, and Nigeria is so hard. Wanted to motivate you not to give up. Okay, I've seen lots of stories, lots of things happening, but hey, don't let it get to you. All right, we're gonna be all right. Okay, so I'll be with you until the hour of 10 p.m. Yes. So a woman came online to say that her husband asked her to accompany him to a wedding. They're going to a wedding that the younger brother who stays abroad wants him to represent him at the wedding. She didn't know that it wasn't her brother-in-law's marriage, it was actually her husband's marriage. And in that case, what should she do? Tell the husband that, okay, I know your secret, or do what? What should she do to him? Leave the marriage? She said she can't leave her husband, definitely. And but she's saying, I need something to teach him a lesson. I need to teach this man a lesson. That he played with me. He thought that I am a fool, but he doesn't know that I know. A woman came online to ask women the things they've done to, when they found out that their husbands were cheating, and their husbands were cheating rather. And this was when this woman brought this thing up. And that one said that when she found out that her husband was cheating on her, you don't want to hear this one. Tonight, and so I'll be with you until the hour of 10 p.m. the hour of 10 p.m. where we shall be calling it a night right here on the show to resume tomorrow morning. Alright? So, let's do the magic. Let's enjoy amazing, beautiful, wonderful music, and let's have fun on the show.
That is the only way. I don't bother nobody. But nobody bother me. Peaceful chillin'. This is the only way. My niggas gotta eat. Told you we know the same shit. My love for the streets. That is the only way. The bar. You don't know. Open up my back. Make a decorate the dance floor.
There are those who live uncaged, who rise when the night falls. Fire burning brighter, energy igniting. In the dark, we find our freedom, a world of our own, our playground, our canvas, where we can let ourselves go. Uncage the night with a bold, refreshing taste of Tiger Beer. Tiger Beer is not for sale to persons under the age of 18. Drink responsibly.
Enjoy life's pleasure with the perfectly blended Jack